how high is record deliveries going to push NIO stock? Up 233.8% year over year. And how much higher is NIO stock going to be propelled with great earnings? Today in this video, we're going to look at some of the things that the NIO CEO recently just said 2 days ago, and also do some quick calculations. All right, so don't forget to like this video. First, let's dive into what great deliveries can do for NIO stock. We saw that for April's delivery numbers, when that hit, NIO stock just absolutely jumped much higher, and this was a pretty massive move up. So the NIO stock went up by about 30% with April deliveries in just 3 days, in about 3-4 days. Absolutely spectacular. And if we get a similar kind of move with that, we could be looking at 6.7, around $7 per share just from deliveries itself. All right, we'll come back to this later. Let's go into earnings. Okay, what can we expect from earnings? Because very soon on Thursday, we're going to have earnings come out. That's also very important. So we know for a fact that in Q1, NIO delivered 30,053 vehicles. Now, in Q4, the average selling price for a NIO was $43,450 US. This was divided by using the vehicle sales revenue divided by the total deliveries, 50,045. So you get that number. Average selling price is 43,450. You multiply that by 30,053 deliveries in Q1, you get exactly 1.305 billion US dollars in vehicle sales. Okay, that's vehicle sales. And then if you look at so to beat analysts' estimates of 1.44 billion, NIO needs another 139 million. But what's very interesting is the additional revenue, okay? So total revenues is usually higher than vehicle sales. So there's other revenues. Now, I did some math, and the other revenues converted into US dollars comes out to about 219.6 million US dollars per quarter on average in 2023, okay? So you add those two together, you're looking already at 1.524 billion US dollars. So this is already beating analyst estimates in terms of earnings, okay? So earnings, we're already beating, revenue-wise, we're already beating analyst estimates. And then on top of that, you slap this on NIO Enter Technology license agreement with 47. How much additional revenue is that going to get with the non-refundable fixed upfront license fee? This is the key, all right? Fixed upfront license fee. So they got that on February 26th, and this is definitely going to show up in the earnings report. How much is this going to be worth? Well, first, let's also take a look at what NIO CEO said. Okay, so pay attention to this clip. It's translated into English. He talks about losses, R&D spending, and licensing and patents. Have a listen.
Technology is the true foundation of NIO. We currently have our research and development teams in 12 cities across 6 countries around the world. And our investment in research and development is very determined. Everyone says that NIO loses money, so where does the money go? In 2022, our R&D investment was 10.8 billion yen, and last year it was 13.4 billion yen. Actually, our investment in research and development every year is very determined. With the growth of income, this proportion is declining, but the absolute amount of R&D investment is still very firm. We currently have more than 11,000 colleagues around the world and have already applied for more than 8,700 global patents.
So 8,700 patents under NIO's name, all right? And this is, of course, 47 wants to use NIO's intellectual property related to NIO's patents, research and development, manufacturing, etc. In my estimates, I'm just guessing. I mean, it's got to be at least 50 million to 100 million, right? US dollars. To use NIO's patents, NIO's technology, you're not getting it for $2, right? You're getting it for at least 50 to 100 million or even more, Okay, so you add on top of that, we're already, if you just add 100 million to be conservative, you're already looking at $1.624 billion. That's absolutely crazy. That's definitely beating analyst expectations. Now, a big unknown factor is, of course, R&D expenses. This is something that we're all worried about. Is NIO going to lose more money? Because we know that quarterly in Q4 they spent $559.5 million in R&D expenses, and it doesn't really decrease quarter over quarter. So what's that going to look like? Now, we did hear from the fact that they've already done a lot of R&D, so we sort of get conflicting messages that R&D expenses is going to decrease in the sense that they've done most of the R&D work, but also NIO CEO is very adamant on R&D spending and saying that it's very important. So on the other hand, it seems like we're still going to be spending a lot on R&D, maybe in the 500 million or 400 million range, okay, in terms of R&D spending, which is still a lot of money. 400 million per quarter, 500 million per quarter, but I don't expect R&D spending to be more than fourth quarter of 2023. That's for sure, okay? So that could also possibly indicate that we have very good earnings per share. We could also beat the analyst expectations for earnings per share, which is a loss of negative 0.305 per share. So keep in mind with these great revenue numbers, maybe perhaps beating on revenue, okay? I'm pretty sure NIO's most likely going to beat on revenues, maybe even beat on earnings per share. If both of those happen, and we're already at, 6.7 or $7-ish from deliveries, and then we have the earnings, that might push us another 20 to 30% up higher, and that could push us up to like, $9, high $9 to $10, which is my second target. And also keep in mind that we do have a bullish MACD cross that's about to happen. All right, moving average convergence divergence. This is a momentum signal telling you that this is going to turn bullish very soon. All right, last time we crossed, it was on around Tuesday, the 23rd of April. And what happened back then? Tuesday, 23rd of April, right here, you had that bottom. All right, it told you to buy over here, the momentum indicator. So here, the momentum indicator is about to switch to bullish again, and that just means the momentum guys will come back as well as the FOMO guys. In my previous videos, I've warned, there's 4 days left, 2 days left, 1 day left, and I believe that when market opens tomorrow, it's gonna just go up. All right, it's gonna be too late for people to enter. It's gonna just go up and up and up, and we're not gonna look back. All right, and we're just gonna go up. That's just my personal opinion. Momentum is also supporting this, and then once it goes up, the momentum crosses. People see that this is bullish momentum. They're gonna jump on board. There's gonna be more people buying the stock. It's just gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy and help us push all the way up to potentially $10 a share, around $10 per share. That's what I'm looking at. So, we got this initial boost, about 30% from deliveries, all the way up to about maybe $7 a share. And then we could potentially see another boost from earnings, up maybe another 30%. And then that could help us get to $10 per share. All right. So definitely not financial advice. It's just how I see things playing out, and definitely do your own research. All right. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.